Hi students, in today's class let us continue with chapter 10 straight lines miscellaneous exercise. In the previous class we have done till 5th question. So I am going to give you the clues to solve the remaining questions in the exercise and you are going to do it. Since this is a miscellaneous exercise, all these concepts we have learned already. So I am going to give you only the clues how to solve it and you are going to do it. Let us move on to the 6th question. Find the equation of the line parallel to y-axis and drawn through the point of intersection of the lines. So as far as questions in straight lines is concerned, kindly draw the diagram so that you will get a better clarity instead of reading the question twice, thrice. Right? So understand the question and draw the diagram, you will get a better clarity to solve your problem. So in the 6th question, they asked you to find the equation of a line which is parallel to y-axis drawn through the point of intersection of the lines. See, they asked you to find the equation of a line which is parallel to y-axis and is drawn through the point of intersection of another two lines. Okay, so we need to find the equation of this line. So when it comes to parallelity, immediately slope only will strike our mind. So we can get a slope. Another one is it passes through the point of intersection. So how will you find the point of intersection of two lines when you know its equation? You have to solve it by elimination method or substitution method or cross multiplication method. You can adopt any one method and solve these two equations and find the values of x and y that will give you the point of intersection. And since the line passes through the point of intersection of these two lines, this point lies on our required line as well, right? So we got 1 point and slope, so we can go with slope 1 point form. This is what the normal procedure we will do, right? But here it is given our required line is parallel to y-axis. But what is the slope of y-axis? Slope of y-axis is undefined. If it is going to be a definite value, we can take that value as a slope of our required line. Then we can proceed with the slope 1 point form, but it is undefined. So how can we give the equation of our required line? Instead of using the slope, we can use this concept. Equation of a parallel lines will differ only with the constant. The x coefficient and y coefficient will remain same. Okay, this is not only here for any line. It matters if two lines are parallel, then the two equations will differ only by its constant. The x and y coefficient will remain same. Okay, so what will be the equation of this line which is parallel to y-axis? The equation of y-axis is x equal to 0. Therefore, the equation of our required line is going to be x is equal to some constant k. So our aim is to find what is our k only here. So once we can find what is our k, we can very well substitute in the place of k and we can give the equation. So how we can find that k? For that we need to go with the point of intersection. That point lies on our required line. Now we got the equation of our line as x is equal to k, right? Now first find this point of intersection and this point lies on our line. So we can substitute that point in the equation x equal to k. So we can find what is the value of k. Again resubstitute in the equation, we can get the equation of our required line. That's it, right? I repeat, the equation of the line which we need to find is parallel to y-axis. The equation of y-axis is x equal to 0. Therefore, equation of the parallel line is going to be x equal to k. Now our aim is to find k. For that they have given you a clue that the line passes through the point of intersection of another two lines. So if we solve these two lines, we can find the point of intersection. That point lies on our line as well. So we can substitute that point in this equation x equal to k and we can find what is our k. Then again resubstitute in this. For example, I am telling you, if suppose the point of intersection I got it as 1, 2. Now I need to substitute 1, 2 in this equation, right? We don't have y there, so leave it. Only for x we will substitute. So 1, 2, x value will be 1, 1 equal to k. Therefore, k is equal to 1. So resubstitute in this equation. So x equal to 1 will be the equation of this line. right? Hope you understood. I want you to try solving this problem. Let us move on to our next question, seventh one. Find the equation of a line. Find the equation of a line drawn perpendicular to the line x by 4 plus y by 6 equal to 1 through the point where it meets the x-axis. I repeat, find the equation of a line drawn perpendicular to the line x by 4 plus y by 6 equal to 1 through the point where it meets the y-axis. Okay, since this point meets the y-axis, it will be of the form 0 comma b. Why? Because x coordinate will be 0. So 0 comma b, right? We need to find the equation of this line. Again, here it is perpendicular. So immediately we can find the slope of this equation and negative reciprocate it. We will get the slope of this, right? And we need one more point to find the equation. We will go with slope 1 point form. But how to find that point? The 0 comma b lies on this, but we don't know the value for b, right? So substitute that 0 comma b in this equation, because that 0 comma b also lies in this equation. So if we substitute 0 comma b in this equation, we can find what is our b value. So we can get our point. So point, slope, 1 point form. I repeat, this is also same like this problem. Here it is given it is perpendicular, so you can find the slope of this. How will you find the slope of this? There are two ways. Either you can find it directly by writing minus coefficient of x by coefficient of y. What is the coefficient of x here? 1 by 4. So minus 1 by 4 divided by coefficient of y is 1 by 6. Or else in the first step itself you can take LCM, rewrite it and bring it to the form of ax plus by plus c, and then also you can substitute. No matter. Both the way you will get the same answer only. Right? So after finding the slope, if you negative reciprocate it, you will get the slope of this line. We need one more point. We know it passes through the point 0 comma b. Since the point lies on y-axis, we have assumed that point as 0 comma b. But we should know the value of b, right? This 0 comma b lies on this line as well. So substitute the 0 comma b here, x value as 0, y value as b. So we can very well find what is our b. So substitute here, so we come to know what is our 0 comma b. Now we got a point and a slope, so go with slope 1 point form. Right? Hope you understood. Let us move on to the third question. Find the area of a triangle formed by the lines. Instead of giving the vertices, they have given you the lines. Y minus x equal to 0, x plus y equal to 0, x minus k equal to 0. This triangle is formed by these three lines. They asked you to find the area. So to find the area, we need the three vertices, right? So how will you find A? Now A is the point of intersection of this line and this line. How will you find a point of intersection? Is obtained by solving those two equations. So solve these two equations, we can find what is A. If we solve these two equations, we will get what is C. If we solve these two equations, we will get what is B. So once you know A, B, C, you can substitute in area of triangle formula. What is area of triangle formula? If you know the three vertices, half into modulus of x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. Hope you remember. I told you, remember it's a cyclic way. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2. Alright. And one more thing here you have to notice, this equation is in terms of k. So obviously while you are solving these two equations, you will get x and y values in terms of k only. Similarly, when you are solving these two equations, you will get in terms of k, and hence the area will also be in terms of k only. Right? Hope you understood. It's an easy problem only. Let us move on to the next question now. Now we are in 9th question. The question is, find the value of P so that the three lines may intersect at a point. It is given the three lines 3x plus y minus 2 equal to 0, 2x minus y minus 3 equal to 0, px plus 2y minus 3 equal to 0 may intersect at one point. They asked you to find the value of this p. Okay, so it is given all the 3 points may pass through a single point. So just now we saw the point of intersection, how it can be obtained by solving the equation. So first we can solve 1 and 2 equation because it is independent of p. We can find x and y value. This point of intersection we can obtain. And from the figure we can see that this point of intersection lies on the third line as well. This is first line, second line, and this is our third line. This point of intersection lies on the third line as well. So if we substitute that x and y value in the third line, we can find what is the value of p. That's it. Right? 10th question is also in the same way. They have used the word concurrency. What is the meaning if 3 lines, what is the name of it if 3 lines pass through the same point? It means concurrent. 3 lines are said to be concurrent if they pass through a common point. If 3 points lie on a line, we will call those 3 points as collinear. If 3 lines pass through a common point, we will call those 3 lines are concurrent. Right? Now our next question is, if 3 lines whose equations are y equal to m1x plus c1, y equal to m2x plus c2, y is equal to m3x plus c3 are concurrent, which means all these 3 lines have a common point of intersection. Then show that they asked you to show m1 into c2 minus c3 plus m2 into c3 minus c1 plus m3 into c1 minus c2 is equal to 0. They asked you to show this. This can be easily arrived. The same procedure as we performed in the previous problem. Take any 2 equations, solve for x and y. You will get x value and y value in terms of m1, m2, c1, c2. Substitute that x value and y value in your third equation and rearrange the terms. You will get your required equation. Okay. Since it concurrent, the point of intersection should lie on the third point. That is the logic behind it. So first find the x and y value, substitute it in the third equation because it should satisfy since that point lies on the third line, right? So after substitution, rearrange the points, you will get the required equation. Yes. Now let us move on to the 11th question. 11th question is quite interesting. See, find the equation of the lines through the point 3, 2 which make an angle of 45 degree with the line x minus 2y equal to 3. We have to find the equation of lines. They have given you lines. They didn't give a single line. They asked you to find the equation of the lines through the point 3, 2 which make an angle 45 degree with the line x minus 2y equal to 3. So we need to find the equation of this line. Let us take a single line and then we will see how it becomes line, how it became lines. Okay. So this equation we need to find. Equation of this line we need to find, and we came to know that a point on the line. So we need a slope of the line or a point to find its equation. Right. So when they give you the angle and the line, which strikes your mind? The angle between 2 lines, right? What is the angle between 2 lines formula? Tan theta. Tan theta is equals to modulus of m2 minus m1 divided by 1 plus m1 m2. This is the formula for tan theta, the angle between 2 lines. Alright, here the angle is given and we can find the slope from this line. What is the slope here? If I take this as m1 minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of y. So 1 by 2 is the slope m1. Right? m2 we don't know. Tan theta, tan 45 degree is 1. Right? So substitute all these values, you can find what is your m2. So from this equation we can find what is our m1, and substituting that m1 and theta value in tan theta formula we can find what is our m2. Now we got the slope and 1 point, we can go with slope 1 point form. Right? But where come these lines? Why they didn't mention the equation of line? Because tan theta formula involves modulus. So after arriving this, you have to take it as two values, plus or minus. What happens if this is plus? What happens if this is minus? So you will get two values there. Okay, two values for M2. With those two values for M2, we will obtain two equations of two lines, right? And hence there are two lines passing through the point 3, 2, which makes an angle 45 degree with this line. Hope you understood. We have done problems of this kind already. Then you have modulus, you will take plus value and minus value, two values, and you have to check it. Right? So what are all the steps involved in solving this problem? First, find the slope m1 from this equation. Then using tan theta formula, find what is your m2. Then using this m2 and this point, go with slope 1 point form. Yes. Let us move on to the next question, 12th one. Find the equation of the line. Find the equation of the line passing through the point of intersection of the lines 4x plus 7y minus 3 equal to 0, 2x minus 3y plus 1 equal to 0, that has equal intercepts on the axis. We have to find the equation of the line that has equal intercepts on the axis. At the same time, it passes through the point of intersection of these two lines. When they talk about point of intersection, immediately you solve those two lines and get the point of intersection. So we will get a point. And one more thing they have given you, they have equal intercepts. So since they talk about intercepts, we can write the equation of the line using intercept form. X by a plus y by b equal to 1. But they told they have equal intercepts. So instead of b, I can replace it as a itself. So x by a plus y by a equal to 1. So x plus y is equals to a. I brought this common denominator to the other side. Now this is the equation of the required line. But what is this a? For that only we have to find the point of intersection. That point of intersection also lies on our required line, right? So if you substitute that point of intersection here, we can find what is our a. Yes? Hope you understood. Then you resubstitute here the a value, we can find the equation. Yes? Hope you understood. Let us move on to 13th question now. Now we are in 13th question. Show that the equation of the line passing through the origin and making an angle theta with the line is y by x is equal to m plus or minus tan divided by 1 minus or plus m tan. What they asked you to prove here, show that equation of the line, show that equation of this line passing through origin making an angle theta with the line y equal to mx plus c is y by x is equal to m plus or minus tan divided by 1 minus or plus m tan. This is exactly same like this problem, 11th problem. This point they have given it as 0, 0, this they have given it as theta, and instead of this line they have given you y is equal to mx plus c. So this is like a general version. So I am going to solve this problem for you. The same like you have to solve the 11th question where they have given you values for it. That's it. Okay. But the procedure is same. What we told there, first we have to find the slope from this line. What is the slope? It is clearly m. M is the slope. Let us take that m as m1. And we need to find m2 using theta. So tan theta is equal to modulus of m2 minus m1 divided by 1 plus m1 m2. Here m1 value is m, right? So I have replaced m1 as m. As I told you, since this is inside modulus, we will be having two values. One is plus of this, another one is minus of this. So let us see what is the value of m2 here. Cross multiply. Okay, then multiply each and every term, tan theta into this, right? So bring all the m2 terms. What I did is tan theta into 1 is tan theta and minus m I brought it to the other side to bring all m2 to one side. m2 is already here. So this is plus term. If I bring it to the other side, it will become minus m2 tan theta. Now take m2 common, 1 minus m tan theta. So m2 is going to be m plus tan theta divided by 1 minus m tan theta. This is one way. The other way, if it is going to be negative, what will happen? In the same way. Okay, so I got tan theta minus m divided by minus 1 minus m tan theta. Minus we can take it as common from the denominator. So it will become 1 plus m tan theta. That minus, if we multiply it with the numerator, we will get m minus tan theta. The sign will change. Right. So in general, we can write m2 value as m plus r minus tan theta divided by 1 minus r plus m tan theta. Both are same, plus r minus r plus is same, but when we write minus r plus, we will give first preference to minus. So when we take plus here, we will take minus here. That's what it means. Okay, so you should not tell plus r minus and minus r plus are same. When it comes to here, when we take it as a fraction, when we take plus value, the denominator should be negative. When we take minus, it should be plus. That's what it means here, right? But in general, for a single value, if you write plus r minus or minus r plus, both are same. Okay, if I write plus r minus 3 or minus r plus 3, both are same only. Okay, now the point. So as we discussed in the previous problem, what are all the steps involved? First we found the slope and then we found m2. Now we are going to go with slope 1 point form. Now here slope we found, point is 0, 0. So required equation is y minus slope 1 point form. Y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. y1 is 0, your slope is this, x minus 0, right? So I brought this x to the denominator because this is what given in the question to prove. So y by x is equal to this, hence we proved, right? Hope you understood, and I feel like now you got a better clarity to solve your 11th question and you can solve it in a better way, right? Now let us move on to the 14th question. 14th question is, in what ratio the line joining minus 1 comma 1 and 5 comma 7 is divided by the line x plus y equals to 4. They asked you to find the ratio in which this line is divided by this. Ratio means what? Section formula. You learnt in class 10. I don't know how many of you remember that. So how can we find the ratio here? If we know this point of coordinates, this point of intersection, if we know, we can find the ratio, right? How we can find the point of intersection? For that we need to know the equation of this line. Only if we know this equation, we can solve these two lines to get the point of intersection. Only if we know the point of intersection, we can find the ratio, right? We can find the ratio. So first step, we have to find the equation of line joining minus 1 comma 1 and 5 comma 7. Then find the point of intersection of this L1 and L2. Then find the ratio using section formula. So first, how will you find? When you know the 2 points, we can go with 2-point form, right? I found the equation. Then find the point of intersection of this line and already given line, right? Solving, we got 1 comma 3. Now the point of intersection is 1 comma 3. Now what is section formula? If it divides in the ratio m is to n, it is mx2 plus nx1 divided by m plus n, my2 plus ny1 divided plus m plus n. In the beginning of the chapter straight lines also I briefed you about this. So now what are we going to do? Here let the point 1 comma 3 divides the line joining these 2 points in the ratio k is to 1. Now this point is 1 comma 3. Now we are assuming this point divides the line joining these 2 points in the ratio k is to 1. That's how only we can find the ratio. Okay. So the point is 1 comma 3. Ratio is k is to 1. We are going to take this for m and this for n. And this is x1 y1 and this is x2 y2. Substitute in this formula. You can equate x coordinate or y coordinate. Any one we can equate. Anyhow we are going to get the same answer. So 5k minus 1 divided by k plus 1 equal to 1. I have equated the x coordinate. So simplify it for k. We got k is equal to 1 by 2, which means k by 1 equal to 1 by 2 or k is to 1 equal to 1 is to 2. Therefore the point 1 comma 3 divides the line in the ratio 1 is to 2. This is what the procedure to find the ratio, right, using section formula. Hope you understood. Let us move on to the 15th question. 15th question is find the distance of the line. Find the distance of the line from the point 1, 2. Find the distance of the line from the point 1, 2 along the line 2x minus y equal to 0. We have to find the distance of this line from the point 1, 2 along the line, which means, see, this line passes through here. We need to find the distance of this line from this point. So we need to know this point of intersection. If we know this point of intersection, we can find the distance between A and B using distance formula. So finding point of intersection is easy, right? Solve these two equations, find what is your B, and find AB using your distance formula. What is your distance formula? Square root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Right? So find distance. A is your x1 y1 and B is going to be your x2 y2. Substitute and get your distance formula. Hope you can solve all these problems. With this, let us wind up today's class, and I want you to do question number 6 to 15 from miscellaneous exercises homework. Even the problem which I have done, I want you to redo it. That's why I have mentioned question number 6 to 15. Still, if you have any doubts while solving the problems, you can ask me. Thank you, students.